Okay, final three problems on today's worksheet. Starting with number 7. So number 7 says perpendicular, I know you guys can't see that because of the glare, to the perpendicular to the graph of y equals -3. Y equals -3, it only has one variable in it. It's only crossing through one axis, the y-axis. Every single coordinate on that line is y equals -3. So that is a horizontal line. Okay, perpendicular to that would be vertical. And in a vertical line, every single x coordinate doesn't change. So we're looking for a vertical line, which is going to be x equals, and on that vertical line, every single point will have the x coordinate of 4. That's it. Okay? So perpendicular to a horizontal is vertical. Horizontal lines are y equals, vertical lines are x equals. Okay? Y equals, the y coordinate will never change. It'll always equal -3. And in a vertical, the x coordinate will never change. It'll always equal x equals 4 in this case. Okay, now this one's the tough one, so let's take a little bit of time on this one. Now this one says perpendicular to the graph of 3x minus 6y equals 10. Perpendicular is a clue about slope, okay? Now, we're gonna have to find the slope in order to find the slope of our line, okay? It's a hint, it's not giving us the slope exactly, it's just a clue as to what we're gonna need. Now, same y-intercept as 3x minus 4y equals 16. Now, I'm gonna start there, it's gonna be the easiest. To find a y-intercept, we set x equal to 0. If you plug in 0 for x, that term just goes away. And you have the equation, -4y equals 16. If we divide both sides by -4, we're saying y is gonna equal -4 when x is 0. So my y-intercept, my b, is -4. This is a coordinate again, 0, -4. I don't know if I'm going to need the coordinate in this case. I think I just might need the b as -4. Okay, but now let's go back to finding the slope. The slope is going to be the opposite reciprocal of whatever this slope is. So let's get this into a form that will tell us the slope, and that's slope-intercept. We have to isolate the y, so we'll subtract 3x. So that's -6y equals -3x plus 10. We're going to divide both sides by -6, or everything in the equation. This gives me y equals +1/2 x minus 5/3. I don't care about the y-intercept there. I'm only concerned with what the slope was. The slope of this line is +1/2. Okay, the slope of this line is +1/2. So that means the perpendicular slope is going to be the opposite in sign and the reciprocal. So it's -2/1 or just -2. So now I know enough to write my equation in slope-intercept form, and I'll write it as y equals -2x minus 4. That's the correct equation, but not in the form that we want to see it, so we're going to move it into standard. So we're going to add 2x to both sides. 2x plus y is equal to -4. So x and y are on the same side. X is positive. There's no fractions, no GCF other than 1. So that's my answer. Okay, down to the last number 9. Now 9 could be in multiple steps, or you could see it right now. Okay, if I'm given 2 points, we would normally calculate slope. Okay, so if we don't notice anything, I'd be labeling my coordinates to do slope. But what do we notice? The y coordinate never changes, okay? Just like up here, just like up there, we're saying the equation of my line is gonna be y equals -6. It's never gonna change no matter what x is. But if we did the slope calculation, you've got y2 minus y1, or minus a -6, over x2 minus x1. So this is really a plus, so I get 0 in my numerator. So 0 divided by anything is 0. Another way we could have written this was y equals a slope of 0 and a y-intercept of -6. Okay, we don't need to write 0 times anything. 0 times anything is just 0. So that term drops out, and that's all we're left with.